Before the Roman invasion, the island of Britain was inhabited almost entirely by ancient Britons. I say almost entirely because we have a few strange outlying tribes that I personally think may not have been Brythonic. Tribes like the Parisi in northern England that had a sister tribe in modern France, literally where Paris gets its name. The Belgae that have tribes in southern England and modern day Belgium, also where Belgium gets its name. But that's a topic for another time. As I said previously, before the Romans, almost everyone here that we know about were Brythonic tribes. Certainly the majority of England, Cambria, and probably Alba, even the Picts or Picti. The tribes would have all likely spoken a form of Early Welsh or Proto-Welsh, and they'd have been familiar with each other across the island. When the Romans conquered Britain, although Latin became the language of law and order, it does not mean that Brythonic language died out, obviously because Welsh, Cornish and Breton still exist. So after the Romans leave Britain in the year 410 AD, warlords and ambitious leaders all over the island are fighting for power. One of these men happens to come from the Firth of Forth, Alba, modern Scotland. His name is Gwynedd. The tribe or kingdom that Gwynedd belongs to is called Manaw Gododdin. The Manaw Gododdin were a Brythonic kingdom. They spoke a form of Early Welsh, hence why they probably fancied invading Wales. Gwynedd was the son of Edail, more commonly known as Padarn Beisrwd ap Tegid, whose name translates to Paternus the Scarlet Robe, which was likely signifying his rank within a Roman garrison, or he may have been a vassal chieftain in the area working on behalf of Rome. Either way, he had some power in the area. He would have also most likely had knowledge of other regions of Britain, knowledge which his sons could exploit. After successful victories with the Vortadini tribe against the Picts and the Irish in northern England, Gwynedd had come to Gogledd Cymru to help protect the people of the area against attacking Irish, specifically the Ŵl Liatan. He had likely been invited by Gwythain, Vortigern, and established himself in the region thereafter. The motive for staying is unclear, other than the obvious power grab, but seeing as the Romans conquered Wales likely because of bronze, iron and gold deposits, I'd say the same is probably true of Gwynedd and his dynasty. This trend occurs a lot through history, where someone is called in to help an occupying tribe from invasion, and the mercenaries or allies that come to help them end up taking over. This is why the Romans invaded Gaul, initially to help a tribe called the Helvetii against the Suebi, and again when the Angles and Saxons were called to help the Britons against the Irish, and they ended up staying. Gwynedd is claimed to have had 9 sons, 2 of which had the lasting impact on the place names of Cymru, Ceredig and Meirion. They gave their names to Ceredigion and Meirioned. Gwynedd was the founder of the House of Gwynedd and the House of Aberfraw respectively, the same house that would eventually go on to produce Llywelyn the Great. It's because of Gwynedd and the Cymru of yr Hen Gogledd that we have such early Cymraeg texts like y Gododdin and the Book of Aneurin. Without these texts, we may have never known anything about our early medieval history. Without Gwynedd coming to Wales, who knows what would have happened to the people and the land. Perhaps we'd all be speaking Irish right now, or a Welsh-Irish hybrid, or maybe we'd have been better off. It's anyone's guess, really. What we can say for sure is that without Gwynedd establishing the Kingdom of Gwynedd, Wales would not be what it is now. If you'd like a more in-depth look at the Kingdom of Gwynedd, check out Cambrian Chronicles. He's done in-depth documentaries on the subject.